All right, so we are waiting on some brake parts. So I decided to go ahead and start cleaning up some wiring. So this is a aftermarket painless kit in it. So somebody's put it in. They said it worked before, but it's not working now. And see some other cool things. There's a aftermarket windshield wiper motor on there, and an aftermarket heater blower. It's got some wires coming down to it that need to be replaced. If we come around here, let's see here. So this is the factory wiring. This is why there's an aftermarket wiring kit in it. This is the cloth covered wiring, and this is a chunk of it I've pulled out so far. So here we are. Now to you this may look like a mess, but for me it took about 20 minutes and I figured out everything that was going on. Here's our key switch. It's got one of the wires on here that's switched, and that's why we're having starting issues with it. I separated out all the, like this, instrument panel group. Well, we don't really have a whole lot of that. It's a big harness laying around in here. A lot of these harnesses, they're just going to go away. Either cut out or stuffed somewhere and kept for later, but this vehicle is not going to have a whole lot of wires run through it. We'll leave the wires for a couple of gauges and a stereo up here. There's no turn signals on it, so we don't have to deal with that. There's headlights, so we got to figure out why the headlights aren't working. And yeah. Come back here, we've got, looks like it's been wired in, so we have our probably taillights and brake lights right there. We have things like dome light. This thing doesn't have a dome light in it. Fuel pump. You can see those, so that harness is probably going to go away, and then we'll shorten up and hide that harness. But right now what we have to do is get power going to a couple things. We can get power to the headlight switch, power to the coil appropriately, and then it should be pretty straightforward after that. We'll check back in later. This is all kind of just fiddly stuff. The boring stuff, you know. Brake light switch, and here's the wiring that goes to the starter and the coil and distributor and stuff. So pretty straightforward. I kind of enjoy these